Soccer is one of the most popular sports around at the moment, but when it comes to the women's league, viewership definitely takes a tumble when compared to the male-dominated Premiership and the UEFA Champions League. That being said, turn your attention towards the screen for just a few seconds and you'll see why many men still choose to watch, as female football players are by far some of the most attractive sportswomen in the world. But which female soccer players are considered to be the most attractive icons of the game, and what is it about them that makes them worthy of this title? Well, whether you're already a fan of women's professional football or just want to know more about what you're missing out on, you've come to the right place, as we're about to explore everything there is to know about the hottest female soccer players of the year. So strap yourselves in and get ready for a steamy ride, as things are about to get interesting. But before we get into it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any of the new videos we post. Number 1. Poppy Pattinson. First up on our list is the one and only Poppy Olivia Pattinson, who was born in Houghton-le-Spring, England on the 30th of April 2000, making her only 21 years old at the moment. She started her football career at Sunderland Girls Academy, where she adopted and dominated the position of left back before moving on to do the same at the Middlesbrough club. But if you want to see her live in action now, you'll have to tune in to watch her playing for the Everton female squad, as well as England's very own national team. It is more than her good looks which have been making waves over the last couple of years, with her skills on the field making her worthy of being called one of the best left backs in the field. But since it's her looks that landed her on this list of ours, we would be doing you a disservice if we didn't at least mention what it is that makes her so aesthetically pleasing. Doing her name justice, Poppy is the perfect example of a girl next door, with beautiful blonde hair and a kind of demeanor brought together by the cutest little selection of freckles. Her piercingly blue eyes with a hint of green also makes it feel as if she is staring right into your soul, which is not something you tend to see much in the real world. And as a professional soccer player, you can imagine that she has quite the body. Take a look at her practice squad pictures on Instagram and you'll see that although she dresses pretty conservatively, there's no doubt that everything is perfectly proportioned. As a left back, Poppy can go from sweet to tough on the field in the blink of an eye, which is both cute and scary. Definitely an interesting combination which makes her pretty intriguing in the long run. There are millions of men and women out there that would love to take her out on a date. Number 2. Morgan Reed. Next up on our list is the incredible Morgan Reed, who turned 26 just a few days ago, having been born in Cleveland, Ohio on the 13th of June 1995. It might be true that the American beauty started her career playing both basketball and soccer at Cardinal Gibbons High School in Raleigh, North Carolina, but it was soccer that really stole her heart. She ended up leading her team to the 2013 state championship in her senior year, even scoring against St. Stephen's High School in the final. She then went on to spend her collegiate years playing for the Duke Blue Devils of Duke University, where she made the ACC honor roll 4 years in a row, graduating with a degree in evolutionary anthropology. Unfortunately for us, Reed is a bit of a free agent at the moment, having been traded to the Orlando Pride, but then waived at the end of the 2020 season due to prolonged injury. So rather than watching her on the screen, you'll have to head on over to her Instagram to see more of her. And when it comes to the reasons behind her appearance on this list, there are honestly far too many to count. She is the quintessential example of what a perfect woman looks like, and clearly spends a lot of her time in the gym to get her body to where it currently is. She has a well-defined six-pack coupled with a curvy exterior where it counts most, which is something that men and women around the world spend their lives looking for. She also has one of the prettiest smiles we've ever seen before, which contrasts perfectly against her brunette hair. And last but not least, it's her intelligence that really makes her one of our top picks. There is nothing sexier than a drop-dead gorgeous female who's able to talk about evolutionary biology and anthropology, especially considering how most models on the scene wouldn't be able to understand the majority of the words she uses on an everyday basis. Number 3. Alicia Lehmann. Another great example of a top contender comes in the form of Alicia Lehmann, who was born in Tegernsee, Switzerland on the 21st of January 1999, making her 22 years old at the moment. While not much is known about Lehmann's initial introduction to football, she earned her first cap for the Swiss national team back in October of 2017, with her scoring her first goal against Finland at the 2018 Cyprus Women's Cup. This resulted in her grabbing the attention of Matt Beard, the manager of the English club, West Ham. After being brought on to the club, Alicia went on to score a grand total of 8 goals, helping the club reach the Women's FA Cup final. She can now be seen playing alongside Poppy Pattinson for Everton, who is currently loaning her from West Ham. And by her scoring record, it wouldn't surprise you to hear that she's one of the best forwards that the Women's League has to offer. But she has also been able to make a name for herself and women's soccer in general by flaunting her incredible beauty wherever she goes. She is the classic example of a blonde bombshell, and although she might not have the curviest body in the world, she is more toned than anyone else in the game. Her sharp chin and nose have the effect of thinning her face, allowing it to be framed perfectly by her golden locks. It's for this reason that Lehmann has found herself on the cover of many magazines sporting some of the luckiest two-piece suits we have ever seen. She also has the classic freckle look that many Swiss women sport, making her a dime a dozen in England, where she spends the majority of her time. We're not the only one who thinks she's drop-dead gorgeous. this. Number 4. Draki Groenen. Next up on our list is Jackie Groenen, who is a combination between the categories of blonde bombshell and girl next door. The 26-year-old beauty was born in Tilburg, Netherlands on 17th of December 1994, where she spent the majority of her early childhood. She found an interest in soccer by starting her career as Goorles Sportenvereniging Blauw-Wit, which translates to the Club of Blue and White. She made a massive name for herself as a midfielder who has an incredible talent to distribute the ball with precision and finesse, making her one of the most desired players in the women's league. She now plays as a midfielder for the FAWSL club Manchester United and can also be seen playing for the Netherlands national football team whenever they get a chance to play. But the Dutch beauty is known for a lot more than her incredible football skills. Taking a trip onto her official Instagram page and you'll see why she is considered to be one of the most attractive sports women in the world. She posts everything from sexy bikini pics to high-fashioned images in evening wear, showing that she can pull off next to any look out there. And although she looks incredible with her hair down, it's her on-field look that has the majority of men and women fawning over her beauty. With her blonde locks tied up in a ponytail and her dark eyes setting a stark contrast against her light skin, you can't help but fall in love almost immediately. The situation only gets better when Groenen smiles, as she has the most adorable dimples you've ever seen on the soccer field before. As we said, she is the perfect combination between girl next door and blonde bombshell, making her more than worthy for our list. Number 5. Sofia Huerta. And then we have none other than Sofia Huerta, who was born in Boise, Idaho on the 14th of December 1992, making her the oldest woman on our list at 28 years. Being a country girl at heart, Sofia started her professional career once she was noticed by the Chicago Red Stars and then went on to become the first woman to ever play both for and against the United States national team and Mexico women's national team. As a midfielder with incredible dribbling prowess and distribution power that is off the charts, she is definitely a sought-after player. If you want to see her in action, you'll have to tune in to watch the OL Reign when they play in the Women's Soccer League. When it comes to attractiveness, Sofia finds herself in a category of her own. She has the golden brown skin of her Mexican lineage, coupled with a brunette hair that looks incredible when either up in a ponytail or swept to the side. Her body is also incredibly lean, which has caused her bikini pics on Instagram to get more likes than the majority of supermodels out there. She is the classic example of what you expect from the perfect mixture of American and Mexican heritage. She won the jackpot in this regard. What do you think of our list? Be sure to let us know in the comments section down below.